Coronavirus has forced many of us to stay home, but for dozens of Aboriginal women and children from South Australia's APY lands, the pandemic is forcing them to stay away. With strict biosecurity rules in force on the lands, they've set up camp in the Adelaide Hills, where they're making the most of challenging times.
The lush green Adelaide Hills. It's a long way from the burnt red dirt of Central Australia's APY lands. But for 50 Anangu women and children, this is the best place to be right now.
Because of COVID-19, everything has closed and some people can't go back to the APY lands, so it's great that we have found a safe place here to stay.
Coronavirus means access to the lands is effectively closed to those who can't quarantine. So they found refuge in this church campsite. Despite some being more than 1,500 kilometres from home, cultural education is thriving.
It's important to maintain culture. We are teaching culture, language, cooking and dance so they can learn and maintain and continue the old stories and songline.
It's a time where Anangu cultural identities, language, sense of community is actually being strengthened rather than this being a time of eroding.
Anangu teachers are delivering the curriculum in Pitjantjatjara. Attendance in this classroom counts towards kids' schooling back home.
The children weren't going to school because of the COVID, so it's great they have education here for the students to still go.
The class includes vulnerable kids from Adelaide, and some have broken new ground.
Brumby, who's one of the key teachers there, mentioned that her child who attends the Metropolitan School has not ever had the opportunity to read and write in her own language. So for her to be able to read, to teach reading, to get her daughter writing and engaging in first language, it's quite a thrill.
The camp will continue for at least another 3 months, with organisers determined to ensure the oldest living culture on Earth survives the most extraordinary of challenges. Patrick Martin, ABC News, MyLaw.